Do you want to start making that stone tower? Do you want to make something that looks like the underground of a Roman Colosseum? Do you want to know how to make perfect stone circles? Stay tuned, because that's what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, headsets, water bottles and printers. Today, I'm going to show you how to make stone circles that's laying the foundations in a circle for a building in Valheim, and we're going to jump straight into it. But I want to say first, if you do like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Did you know that only 4% of you that watch my videos are subscribed? What is that? But please do that. And otherwise, let's jump into it. So to build a circle foundation out of stone in Valheim, you're going to want to start by flattening out a decently sized area. Now you can sort of just build the foundations as you go to get an idea of where you need to flatten, and like flatten and then build a bit more and then flatten and then build a bit more, or you can just flatten a large area. And then what you want to do is you want to take stone 2x1 pieces. That's these ones that look like massive bricks. And you're going to want to place 2 next to each other. Now, if you want to go for a bigger build, then you can place 3 or 4 or 5 or even 6. But if you place 6 in a row in one line, the build is going to be massive. So I'm just going to show you using 2. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the HUD back in here. I'm going to make sure I've got my hammer out. And then I am going to grab these 2x1 stone walls. And you want to make sure that you aim at the floor, because if you aim at the walls themselves, you'll see that they snap like this. But we want them to snap like this. And to do that, you need to aim at the floor on their rotation, and then they place nice and easily. Same again, aim at the floor, and it clips in like so. And yes, I know clipping is the evil deity of all building games, but it honestly doesn't look so bad, and it's pretty much the only way we can accomplish this. And there you have your base foundation for your circular building. It's as simple as that, it really is. Now, what I recommend that you do in terms of flooring this building is that you go for a regular grid style pattern flooring. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just go straight across with your stone floors. Make sure you got enough stone, Tim. And I found that this is the best way to make it look in terms of clipping, because you limit your clipping right to the very edge of the build. You're going to need to double up on those a little bit. You limit your clipping right to the very edge of the build, and that makes it all just a lot more aesthetically pleasing. Now, once you've layered in your floor like so, you'll notice that there are certain gaps where if you placed floors in them, the floors would poke out of the walls like so. So there are a few options that you can take, and this depends on what you prefer to do in terms of clipping. What you can do is you can just run floors inwards from the 2x1 stones, making sure you get the right clipping the whole way around. And these, while not looking spectacularly beautiful, do function quite well. And if you have a lot of your decorations and other parts up against the end of the wall, find that it's basically unnoticeable. And at this stage, you have your stone foundation made in a perfect circle. Now, as you get bigger, then the perfect circle becomes less and less much like a perfect circle. I found that this is pretty much the perfect size for the circle to seem like a circle. Anyway, just as a little bit extra, if you're going to be building walls and such, one of my biggest recommendations to you is that you use little 1 pieces like so. The reason for that is that when you then look from the outside, you see all the lines are differentiating, and it looks like they're actually stacked on top of each other in the same way that bricks would be in a normal situation. But otherwise, from this point onwards, it's just like building with stone, naturally, always. The last thing that I want to add is about supporting a floor above when you've got such a wide opening using stone. Now, on a build this size, you can get away with finding the midpoint, which in this case is right here, loading up a couple pillars, then placing these arches on the pillars, like so. And you can build your roof straight off like that, if you would like. Or if you would like to make your roof build be higher, then what you can do is you can build. You want to place one like this so that it's centralized out. Place 3 little 1x1s like so. And place your structures out that way. If you want to work out the distances, then you can by just placing the stone structures along the ground away from where you're going to be building up. And then you get the perfect snapping points. You know exactly where you're going to want to be building. Accidentally, wrong thing there. And there is how you would build a basic arch structure to support a ceiling above your building. I hope this guide has helped. I've been Timoredbeard. Please do hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. But otherwise, catch me on Twitch from Tuesday to Saturday starting at 12 PM GMT. I'd love to catch you there. Also, we've got a Patreon now. And if you would like to support me on Patreon, I would really appreciate it. The link is in the description below. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace out. Take care.